Hi, everyone, and welcome to our Exit Realty Agent Panel. We decided to do this because we wanted to give people a little peek at what it's like to be an agent in case maybe they were considering becoming an agent sometime in the future, or maybe they're currently taking the real estate course, or maybe they would just like to see somebody else's views. They're an agent themselves and they would like to see somebody else's views on what it is like to be an agent. So today I've invited some of our exit agents to be with me on this panel. We have Kyle Kickham, who has been in the real estate industry for 5 years. We have Stuart White, who's been in the real estate industry for 2 years. We have Pam Foy, who's been in the PEI real estate industry for 2 years, but prior to that was in Ontario. So she has a total of 15 years experience in the real estate industry. And we also have Karen McMillan, who's been in the real estate industry for a total of 5 years. So I have a list of questions that I'm going to ask them today. And the questions were just ones that I came up with that I thought that maybe people would want to know about the real estate industry and what it entails. So, Kyle, I'm going to start with you, if you don't mind.
Thanks.
And the first question is, what's your favorite thing about being a real estate agent?
I guess I would have to say that my favorite part, getting into real estate, we're starting a business. It's your business. You're working for a brokerage, but it's a business. If you look at any other businesses, the overhead to get started is crazy, where it's very little for real estate. So once you get in there, that little investment that you make, as long as you have commitment to the work, your clients, you're bound to succeed and do well.
Okay, awesome. Stuart, what about you? What's your favorite thing about being an agent?
I think for me, the favorite thing is really helping clients navigate and learn about the things that they might not have even been aware of kind of as they work through either buying or selling. I put a lot of thought into my contracts and how those will affect the clients kind of during and after the sale. I find what really makes a happy client, which makes me happy that I've done my job well, is not so much buying or selling their house. It's maybe the little thing that was thought of up front that will better their situation after the sale. That seems to be what people hold on to. And when that's the case, I feel like I've really done my job, and it brings me a lot of happiness.
Okay, awesome. Pam, what about you? What's your favorite thing about being a real estate agent?
Well, I think my favorite part about being a real estate agent is the interaction with the people. I'm an I personality, so I like getting out and being with people and showing them the different houses and getting ideas of things that need to be done to their homes to make them theirs, right? That's my favorite part of it. It's the interaction with the people.
Okay, awesome. Karen, what about you?
I guess it's the same thing as Pam just said, that in the line of the clients. I love working with clients, and you get to meet clients from all over because we deal with a lot of people here in the island, that for people from away, I guess. And I love the interaction and teaching them what they need to know, especially first-time home buyers. They come into this pretty well blind, so I love helping them not to rush, take their time, and get that perfect house for them.
Awesome. And yeah, all of those things were my favorite too when I was an agent. And it just occurred to me now that I didn't introduce myself, so people who are watching may not have a clue who I am. So I am Carol O'Hanley, and I am the co-owner and the office manager of Exit Realty PEI. And so all of the people that I've invited on my panel are agents that belong to Exit Realty. So the second question, and maybe Stuart, I'll start with you this time. Stuart, if you could go back and talk to yourself as a brand new agent, what advice would you give yourself?
Yeah, I would say it wasn't that long ago that I was a brand new agent. So as I look back at that, I think, really find somebody. Don't be afraid to look to the other agents in the office and to shadow them, to ask. And it's not even just questions, but even to follow them on their day into meetings. What are they doing for market research? How do you find a survey? Where do you go? Who do you call when you need this question or something like that? The whole exit system and the sponsoring bonus is geared exactly towards encouraging somebody with experience to share it with somebody new. So, take advantage of the fact that experienced agents can benefit from really genuinely helping a new agent and getting them started on the right path. So, I'd say don't be shy in asking for help.
Okay, awesome. Pam, what about you?
Well, my beginning was 15 years ago. So I think if I talked to myself back then, I would have said, make sure that you take as much training as possible and get organized at the beginning rather than try and fumble through and think that you can reinvent the wheel. The wheel's there. There's a lot of experienced agents that have been doing this for a long time, and they have systems in place, and Exit is great for that. With being with different brokerages, I can honestly say that Exit is the first brokerage that I've been with in 15 years that has actually got all the systems in place to help us. So that would be my advice to myself back then.
Karen, what about you? Karen? Oh, she's froze. Oh, Karen, are you with us now?
Yeah, sorry
Hi.
about that. It wasn't me that froze.
Yeah, you were froze there for a minute. So what advice would you give yourself as a new agent?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, looking back now, definitely along the lines of be organized, ask questions, always just keep asking questions. Don't think that you know it all, because you don't, because there's always something to learn every day. That's one of the things I love about Exit, is that we get all the training we need. But really, when I look back, it's those contracts. Those contracts is a lot, and you're representing clients, and they're expecting you to know what you're doing. So I wish I would have known a lot more about the contracts and did up more research on them, found out all the questions I needed to know, because there's so many things that we need to know about those contracts. So yeah, getting to know those contracts really well will make you a professional to anyone.
Okay. And Kyle, what about you?
Karen hit the nail on the dot there. It was great. I really feel that way, but I'll take a different answer just for a different perspective. We have 330 realtors on PEI. You're going to come into the market against a lot of people for properties, listings, clients. You're not going to win them all. You're not going to win them all. Don't get down on yourself. You're going to be against realtors with a lot of experience. To be called to the table is a big thing when you're first starting out. I used to get stressed out. I used to get down if I didn't win something. If I could go back, I would just focus on keep moving forward, keep driving, be happy that you were asked to be at that table against this person with 20 years experience, and just go from there.
Awesome. Those are great answers. Thank you. So number 3 question, Pam, I'm going to start with you this time. How do you think you've changed as a person since entering the real estate industry?
Oh my God. Well, when I entered the real estate industry, we had really young kids. So I was juggling between being a mom and being a business owner. I'm blessed because my husband is my partner, so we offset one another. But if I look back at who I was 15 years ago, wow, I owned another business prior to this. So I brought a lot of the business side of it with me. And my sister-in-law always said, when I first started my other business, she said, Pam, you can sell snow to the Eskimos. Like, don't worry about it. And I think that's the biggest part of it. I've gained a lot of confidence in the last 15 years. I'm a lot more confident when I go out and meet people as opposed to what I was like then. So it's been an amazing career and I wouldn't change anything.
Awesome. Karen, what about you? Have you changed?
Well, that was sort of a hard question, because I was like thinking about it and I guess like more confident. And that goes back to the more training we get, the more confident we get, because that's what helps us in the industry, right? And I guess once you get going and you have a few years under your belt, you get that confidence and you feel better about yourself, and you're not scared to go door knocking and getting out there and meeting people, because it's just about getting out and shaking hands and introducing yourself in the public. So I've come a long way where that's concerned. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. Kyle, what about you?
Karen, you keep taking my answers. I'll try to answer this without trying to sell exit to y'all too. I started with exit. It's the only brokerage I know. It was definitely not a mistake going there. Coming out of the course, you think I had great grades in it, thought you knew everything, pretty good. Getting out into the real world, there's so much to know. You're going to have so many questions. So the knowledge and confidence over the last 5 years that I've gained through the other realtors at exit, through the training at exit, through the experiences with selling properties. I mean, every client's different, every property's different, and the agents on the other side are different. And then you have the clients on the other side. So the experience and knowledge is going to give you that confidence. You're going to get out there. I haven't met a person that doesn't want to talk about real estate. So once you have that knowledge and confidence, you're going around, you're talking to everyone, and you love your job. So you love talking about it. And then you're at the top of everybody's mind when it comes to real estate. So you're going to be busy. So knowledge, confidence, big thing over the last few years.
Yeah.
Awesome. And Stuart, what about you?
Yeah, kind of along the same. I mean, we've all pretty much had the same answer, but I think real estate is really cool where, you get so much life experience from it as well. You're dealing with people, different personality types. You have to be able to analyze situations from different perspectives. You're learning all kinds, about real estate, but also just about a lot of things, law, what's going on in the province, what's going on in the country. You just learn so much. So I think it does give you a lot of confidence in everything else that you deal with in your life, whatever you're, speaking with people, negotiating things, trying to, just analyze your situations. It gives you a really good point of perspective, I suppose. So yeah, I think it's made me more confident as a person in everything that I do. So.
Awesome. And I think as the owner and the office manager, it's been wonderful to watch all of you guys grow. And I've seen the difference in you since you've been with us, where your confidence has definitely grown, and you just have that, I don't know how to explain it, but you have an air of like you know what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? Rather than, because I see new agents come and they're scared to death, like, oh my gosh, I'm scared to meet with clients, I'm scared to do this, I'm scared to do that. And just to watch you guys all develop and grow, and it's been really wonderful and really, really rewarding. So I just wanted to mention that all four of you have definitely grown since I've met you. So our final question, and Karen, I'll start with you this time.
Okay.
What is it that you like about exit?
I don't have enough time in the day to tell you so. I love the atmosphere of the office. It's just great. Like it just all flows together. We have great admin staff. But most of all, I love the training. love sitting down at meetings and learning new things, because I'm always learning. And that's the thing, you know, I learned something yesterday I didn't know about in the real estate industry. So if we weren't taking part in these meetings, we're not helping our clients like we should, because we need to know everything to represent our clients. And that's what Exit gives me. Everything I need to know, they'll help me with it.
Awesome. Kyle, what about you? What do you like about Exit?
100% training is above all others. We have great admin. The atmosphere is great at Exit Realty. I mean, we're not having parties every day, but what I mean by atmosphere is we're at the office. The office is beautiful, but every agent that's in there, don't get me wrong, in some sort of way, they are your competition, but I could go down the hall and stop at any door and talk to any agent and ask them a question, and they're free to share their advice in a helpful manner. I mean, I'm on the same way. If somebody stops by, I love answering questions if I have the answer, and I don't always have the answer. That's what Steve and Carol are there for. But I'll try. But I do love that atmosphere, how I could go down, ask another agent a question, and they'll answer to the best of their ability and try to help you out.
Awesome. Stuart, what about you? What do you like about Exit?
Yeah, Kyle definitely hit home with that one. I love how it's an environment where, you know, nobody is hiding anything from anybody. Everyone is so willing to share what they do know. It's just a really strong team environment, even though, you know, we may be competing against each other for listings and whatnot, but it's nobody minds, you know, sharing work, and I think we all do better when, as individuals, we're doing better. So it seems to have a very strong understanding within our office that, you know, if Kyle's doing really well and having a great year, and Pam and Karen and everybody, well, that's going to trickle to me too, because it's increasing our brand. It's just good for us all. So I love that. I also love the quality training. You know, it's not just we always speak about training, and you know, that's great, but it's not just trying to fill our mornings either. It's applicable things that we actually need to know, and that we, like, you won't go to a training session and come away and not learn something. I've been to almost all the trainings, and there's always something that you walk away with. Absolutely. So I like that it's high quality training. It's not just time filled.
Right. Okay. And Pam, what about you? What do you like about Exit?
Well, I've been with a few different brokerages, as you know. So the thing that I love about Exit is that everybody is approachable, just like Karen and Kyle and Stuart said. And I love the fact that if I need something and I send a message to my broker, Steve, he answers almost immediately. And if not immediately, as soon as he has a chance, and he has the answer. It's not like it's oh, well, I'm not sure. There's a definite answer. Steve is always approachable. Everybody in the office has been great since Danny and I started with Exit last May. We're coming up onto a year, and I can honestly say that it doesn't matter if it's a new agent or if it's a seasoned agent with Exit. Anytime that I've had a question, I've always been able to talk to anybody in the office, and that is something that I haven't had in any other brokerage. Yes, we're in competition, like Stuart says, for listings and stuff like that, but when we're in the office and we're exchanging ideas, there's no major competition. Everybody is open and honest and shares, and it's great. It's a wonderful atmosphere, and the admin staff is amazing. And even when I make mistakes with paperwork, nobody beats me up. So that's the biggest part of it. But yeah, that's what I really enjoy about Exit.
Awesome. Okay. Well, those are all the questions that I have for today. So for anybody watching and, you know, wants more information on what it means to work at Exit or what it entails, or anything else that pertains to the real estate industry, please feel free to reach out to all of these agents that are on here. I'm just going to go to each one of them and ask them for their email address, and you can reach out to them that way and let them know if you have any questions or comments on what we've talked about. So our email addresses are pretty easy. It's just our first name at exitrealtypei.com. So mine is Carol at exitrealtypei.com. Kyle, yours would be?
Kyle at exitrealtypei.com, KYLE, or call me, 902-327-0078. Love to chat, answer any questions you got.
Awesome. And Stuart?
Stuart, STUART, or a cool feature with Exit, we have mobile business cards. You can text to 85377, Stuart, PEI, and you'll get all my contact info.
Perfect. Perfect. Pam, what about you?
Pam at Exit Realty PEI, and like Stuart, I have a mobile business card, and you can send it to Fab Boys PEI to 85377.
Okay. And Karen?
Karen at Exit Realty PEI and .com, and my phone number is 902-213-1111.
Awesome. So thank you very much to all of you guys for joining us today. And thank you to those who have decided to listen to this. I hope you enjoyed it and got a little peek of what it's like to be a real estate agent here on PEI. And we're actually going to have another session, so keep your eyes peeled for that one, where we'll have some more agents with some more questions. So thank you. Have a good day. And we all look forward to seeing you again in real life. So that's something that we're looking forward to. So have a good day and take care.